Hello Gemini, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Today we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 1st to the 7th of October. Now Gemini, before we get started, a little bit of a channel update. I will not be taking any personal readings for the month of October. For those of you that have reached out to me already and emailed, I've already responded and we've set up a time. So that's not the cause for concern here, but I will not be taking any new personal readings for the month of October. Now, Gemini, Venus is going retrograde at the end of this week on the 5th of October. What does that mean? Venus retrogrades every 18 months, okay? So it's not quite as common as like say Mercury or, other planets. But it does have an effect on us because Venus is closest to the sun. So it's something that we feel, it's closest to us as a planet. We feel this energy more deeply. In relationships, it's causing us to actually have a look at our past, about the roles that we've played, let's say in any breakups in our current relationships, and giving us a moment to actually reflect on how we can change who we are and what we put out. I don't advise anyone to start something new under this Venus retrograde, because it could be that you start it now and it all seems love and hunky-dory, and then, a little bit later you go, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I make that choice? And look, we've all been there. There's no judgment, right? I think though, this is a great time for you and looking at your cards to really kind of pause and reflect. Where have I been? Where am I going? What do I want? That doesn't mean that you can't date or you can't continue seeing someone that you're already seeing. What I will advise though, don't commit during this period. It's not a great time to commit. Certainly not a great time to get married or to make any of those kind of serious kind of decisions. Now, there's a lot here, so I will get started. Gemini, at the bottom of the deck, you are coming into this period with the Six of Wands, so you're feeling really victorious. I feel like in your last reading, if I do remember correctly, I was seeing like this, there was a new love around you, right? And this is why I'm saying just try not to jump in. Don't make this commitment too soon. And look, that's still here. This is the Page of Cups. It's an offer of love. You've got the 10 of Wands, Page of Cups, 6 of Wands. So I feel like you felt quite burdened by love in the past, and now this offer's come in and you're feeling very, very victorious. It's kind of what you want. It could be an offer as simple as, hey, I think you're a bit all right. Let's go on a date. Could be something more concrete as, hey, I think we should stop seeing other people and I want to commit to you, or will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend? Or like, I think we should get married, whatever it is. You do what you want, right? But my invitation here is I would not be committing during this time period. Now, Six of Wands speaks about victory when it comes to love. It's the card of often fame it can speak to, but as an energy, it just speaks of, when you just feel like everything's good. Everything's good in my life. I'm abundant. I have money. I have wealth. I'm healthy. I've got love. And for a lot of you, I feel like you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So it could be that you are, my single ladies and men. Don't worry about my gender. I'm just saying that because it's a female written on the card. But it could be that you're feeling very much in this energy of, yeah, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, I've got my stuff together. And when I mean wealthy, it doesn't mean that you've got thousands in the bank. It just means that, yeah, I've got enough to make sure that I'm fed, I'm happy, whatever it is. I feel like you're in very much this place, okay? Now, you do have the Nine of Wands coupled with the Eight of Wands. So there's lots of communication between you and your potential love interest. And the Nine of Wands speaks about having your guard up. This could just be the energy that I'm feeling where I'm saying don't rush in to make a commitment, okay? And the reason why is because at the heart of your reading, you have the Six of Swords in the reverse. I feel like for some of you, and I know this has been coming up for a while, I feel like you haven't quite let go of your past. Emotionally, 100%. Mentally, you still think about it. If this was in the upright, this would be telling me that you've mentally let go, and then these cards wouldn't be here because I would see a very different energy playing out. I feel like for whatever reason, for a lot of you, your past still weighs heavily on your mind, okay? It is ending. You are going to let go, but it could be part of the reason why you've got your guard up, why you might not be trusting everything you're being told from this new person and this new connection. Like I said, I just want you to know it is ending. You do have the World at the basis of your reading coupled with Temperance. So this for me talks about ending cycles. The world does not come up very often in readings, okay, because it actually speaks about a karmic cycle ending, okay? That doesn't happen a lot. It means that you finally completed this cycle. It means you won't have to go through this lesson again. And when it comes to love, you've got this beautiful card of Temperance here, teaching you about the balance of letting that go. So I feel like as we do the reading next week, I might actually see the Six of Swords in the upright in the past when I look back for you. You do have 2 queens in your spread, okay? So in terms of signs, I just want to call out very quickly. I do have a female earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have a female air sign, so that could be representing yourself, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I also have Gemini twice, Leo, Taurus. That's what I'm getting quite strongly, okay? Now, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse speaks about, in the upright, she's that kind of beautiful, nurturing kind of mother nature, right? She's the kind of woman that you want to go to for a hug when you feel a bit low. She's the one that always seems to, no matter what happens, have her shit together, be very grounded, always have enough to put on the table. She is essentially the higher vibration of the Nine of Pentacles, okay? It could very well be, though, in the reverse that she's feeling a little bit out of sorts. If you are a Gemini mother watching this, it could feel like that you're not giving enough to your kids at the moment, or your children, or your child, that you're feeling like you're not being very nurturing. If that is the case, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? It's just the week that is. Because I do have the Three of Pentacles here. So this speaks about, it could be you, your ex and your child, or you, your new partner and their child. There's definitely children involved in this somehow, okay? Because they're showing me little kidlets running around. Just try not to be everything to everyone, because you can't. Okay, always self first, self-love first. When you give to yourself, even over your children, then you are the very best person, mother, parent, everything that you can be. When you give everything to your children first, how can you then give more when you haven't given to you? You're not whole. Do you know what I mean? So it's really hard for mothers to understand that. And when I say that, they look at me like, how could you tell me that I put myself before my child? I'm telling you, for the health of your child, when you focus on your own mental energy and your own emotional energy, then you have a lot more to give back. There's a balance, of course. But look at this. So I have 2 queens. Now, Queen of Swords, this is you, right? As I always describe her, you know, this beautiful, very logical, intelligent woman. She's be nasty when she's in the reverse, all right? Wouldn't want to cross an air sign. But in the upright, look, she's just that really like intelligent, clear cut, straightforward, straight to the point. There's so many beautiful qualities. It could be that this is your ex. It could be that this is your new love interest's ex-partner. 2 queens together like this, when they fall out, it shows me that there's two women involved in some which way, shape or form. It could also mean that this is 2 shades of you and your personality. In one way, you're not feeling like you're being, as I said to you before, I'm getting that, not feeling like you're being a great mother, not feeling very nurturing. And on the other hand, feeling like, you know, you're putting yourself first by following this love connection, and feeling a little bit of guilt. Don't do that, okay? Just don't. Yeah, but look, it looks good. Like I said, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a heavy week. You're going to have a bit of push and pull, your guards up. You're a little bit unsure about this new connection. Don't rush to make the commitment is the advice, and know that you're ending a cycle. So the reason why your energy could feel off is because you are ending this karmic cycle. You still have the remnants of that from previous weeks, and it's going to take a little bit of time to let that go fully. I think with Venus going retrograde, you could be looking back at your past relationship, wondering where it went wrong, wondering what you could have done to make it better. And I think that's just normal, all right? It's normal. You're just seeing things with a different perspective, but you are being guided. You have beautiful energy around you as you make this transition and let go. Okay. Can I please have additional guidance? There it is. Yeah. Singles, the Tower, rebuild. It's exactly what you're doing. You're having this moment of closure and you're rebuilding. Can't wait to read this for you. And couples, please show me additional guidance for couples. What do couples need to know? Loyal heart, beautiful. a lot of signs, getting cards about reconnecting and recoming back to each other. It's a really beautiful time to do that if you've been in couples and felt a little bit strained. I'll get to loyal heart in a moment. So rebuild, it's the Tower, right? And the keywords are collapse, expose, create, pretense, revelation, awareness. And it says, the dynamics of a relationship can often be complicated. Well, duh. The longer you've been in a relationship, the more complex it can be. Relationships begin to grow many layers consisting of joy, sorrows, honesty, and duplicity. As these layers build up on top of each other, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what the core of the relationship is based on. What was once love may now appear to be merely tolerance or worse. Even in good relationships, you may find yourself growing apart from the other person. In either case, the weight of these layers can cause a relationship to collapse. Now is a good time to start fresh with one or more of your relationships. Peel off the layers one by one, cut away any pretense, and see what may be revealed. Find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then discard the old layers consciously and create a new commitment with this person or persons, one based on truth, honesty, and love. Use the awareness gained by this exercise to steer the relationship in a clear and steady course. And it goes on to say, and this is really important, right? The same applies to rebuilding the relationship with yourself. Examine your many layers of joys and sorrows, success and failures, and think about how they're affecting your ability to love yourself and therefore to find love. Expose the false voices that tell you that you're unworthy and silence them. What was I saying? When you do, your true value will be revealed. Rebuild your life around unconditional love for yourself and invite in unconditional love from others. And the affirmation says, I cut to the core of my relationships and consciously rebuild them. Beautiful. All right, and couples, loyal heart 35. So this speaks about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. And it says, your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. There's your divine protection. Archangel Michael watching over you. Beautiful reading. I hope you found it helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you did, send me a comment. I love to read them. I wish you all the very best for the week ahead. Take care.